Hey guys, here's another video, and today we'll be talking about each lightsaber form and who's the master of each of them. So starting off, let's talk about the 7 lightsaber forms. So Form 1. Form 1 is kind of unpredictable. Form 1. It's very unpredictable and not a specific style. So when it's used, it's kind of unpredictable and you use different styles each time. So you kind of attack, but then you don't actually have a certain type of defense like Form 3. This one's the most unpredictable and crazy one out of all of them. So next one, oh my god. So next one's Form 2. So this one is kind of like the most like fencing, and this tends to use lots of what you usually use just kind of one-handed duel, because usually most people use 2 hands to wield a lightsaber, but this requires you only use one. And then this is best for just one-on-one dueling people, and you use the energy if someone's attacking you with a lightsaber, use that form to like divert the energy back at them. And so then it's very good for one-on-ones, but it's bad against multiple people, and it's bad against blaster fire. Form 3, which is my favorite form, is considered to be one of the most boring forms because it mostly requires you to be on the defensive side. So practically the entire form is just practically to block and not get hit, and then over time the attacker will get tired and falter, and then you can attack them or like beat them when they're kind of not their best. Form 4 is a form that requires you to be very quick. So this form requires you to do lots of backflips and attacks and lots of spinning motions and stuff like that. So this also helps you if you're short, and so it's very like you always are on the attack, and you like to spin and jump and do lots of backflips and attack in this form. So the next form is Form 5. This form requires you to be very strong. There's 2 different types of this form. So first off, the one version of this form, the first version, it requires you to be very quick and strong, but you use your ability to be very quick to your advantage, and you usually use lots of overhead strikes. The other version of this form is also where you are very strong, but then when Darth Vader became like all mechanic and stuff, he used a form where you kind of stand still, and it does not require you to be quick like the other version. It just requires you to be strong. So you have to be very strong and then attack very quick, and you don't need to use overhead strikes, but you just need to be very strong, and your defense has to be good. Form 6. This one's the one where it kind of combines all the forms. Before it, and it's very bad against very bad against blaster bolts. So when you use Form 6, it's not very good against blaster bolts, but it kind of just combines all the forms before it, and it does no really big weakness except for the blaster bolt, but the thing is, it has no obvious advantage. Next is Form 7. This is form the Jedi know least about, and it requires, here you go, just kind of a list of it right here. It kind of requires you to be very aggressive and athletic, and this one's one of the most ones where you have to be very aggressive, and then you have to attack over and over again, and most Sith tend to use this one. Alright, so now it's time to go through the masters of these forms. For Form 1, the master of it is Kit Fisto. When I say the master of it, I mean like the person who's best at it. So there's not many known Jedi who use Form 1, and so then Kit Fisto is one of them who actually use it. And out of the small people who actually use Form 1, Kit Fisto is the most known and probably the best one with it. And so that's why I'm going to say that he's the master of it. He's also known for being very powerful because when they were going to go take down Darth Sidious, one of the only Sith for like a very long time, they chose to send Kit Fisto with Mace Windu. And so they could have chosen anyone else, but they decided to choose Kit Fisto, meaning that he was very respected and known for being a very powerful Jedi. Form 2 is going to be Darth Tyrannus or Count Dooku. There he is here. And so then he's actually the main villain of the second movie of Star Wars. And so then he is very known for being Form 2. He was a Jedi who turned evil. And so then he was known as being one of the best duelists, if not the best duelist, in the Jedi Council. So yeah, he's very known for being a good duelist. He uses Form 2, and he's a master at it. People consider him to be one of the best duelists of all time, and the best duelist of Form 2. Form 3 is Obi-Wan Kenobi. So Obi-Wan Kenobi is a very known Jedi. He's one of the most known characters in Star Wars. And then he's very powerful. He fought Anakin. He fought General Grievous. He fought Darth Tyrannus / Count Dooku. And he's just a very powerful Jedi overall. And he uses Form 3. His Form 3 was so good that he managed to block General Grievous, who throws over 50 lightsaber attacks per second. He was so good that he could block every one and not die. Because usually General Grievous kills most Jedi, but Obi-Wan was good enough to block all of them. Obi-Wan even beat Darth Maul in his prime. Well, not prime, but when he was very skilled still. Darth Maul, who was a very powerful Sith, came up to him and tried fighting him, and he took him down. He killed him in 3 shots. He was that good he could do that. And so then Obi-Wan's a very powerful Jedi. He could fight Count Dooku. And yeah, so Obi-Wan's definitely winning the spot for the winner, the master of Form 3. Form 4 is Yoda. So this one's a tough one because I was thinking to give it either to Yoda or Luke. But I decided to give it to Yoda because Yoda I feel would probably beat Luke. So I think I'll just give it to Yoda. So Yoda is very on the shorter side, so that's why Form 4 works for him. He's very athletic, and so he's the Grand Master of Jedi Council, and he's very powerful. He's probably the most powerful Jedi of all time in his prime, so I'm definitely giving the Master of Form 4 to him. For Form 5, Luke's also very good with it, but I think I'll have to give it to Anakin Skywalker or Darth Vader. I think I'll just... Vader. Because the thing is, Anakin and Darth Vader both use Form 5, but Anakin uses the Form 5 that requires overhead strikes and be quicker. Darth Vader uses the form where you have to be a lot slower, better defense, but a lot stronger. But I think I'll just have to give it... I think Darth Vader's better with his form because he has more experience with it and he's stronger. So yeah, there you go. Darth Vader has the winner of Form 5. He's defeated many Jedi, and he's one of the most powerful Sith of all time, so I'm giving it to him. Darth Vader's the master of Form 5. Form 6, and I'm going to have to give it to Darth Sidious. Or, as you know, Emperor Palpatine, or just the Emperor. So he is most known for his Force lightning, but when he used the lightsaber, he used Form 6. Lots of other Jedi use Form 6, but Darth Sidious is 100% probably the most powerful Sith of all time. And he uses Form 6, so I'm giving it to him. He uses lots of spin attacks, and he's just very good with it. Form 6 also is better with people who use 2 blades, and as you know, Darth Sidious actually does use 2 blades. When he fought Savage Opress and Darth Maul, he beat them easily, and then he used 1 blade against Mace Windu. So yeah, I'm giving it to him. Darth Sidious is the master of Form 6. The master of Form 7, or Vapod, is Mace Windu. And so then, Mace Windu is a very powerful Jedi. He even beat Darth Sidious. And so then he made his own type of style called Vapod. And so then with Vapod, he kind of channels the dark side, even though he's a Jedi. And so then he was powerful enough to use the dark side to his advantage. He even beat Darth Sidious too. So the Master of Form 7 is either Mace Windu or Darth Maul. But still, I think Mace Windu is more skilled with it because he could invent Vapod, and he beat Darth Sidious. And Maul and his brother can even beat Darth Sidious by themselves. So yeah, there you go. Those are the masters of all the forms. If I were to say my favorite, Form 5 is cool with Anakin, but I think my favorite form is Form 3. And so then I think I like Obi-Wan Kenobi's form and the way he fights the most. So that's just my opinion. But those are the masters of all 7 forms. Master in Form 1, Kit Fisto. Master of Form 2, Count Dooku. Master of Form 3, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Master of Form 4, Yoda. Master of Form 5, Anakin Skywalker / Darth Vader. Master of Form 6, Darth Sidious. Master of Form 7, Mace Windu. So there you go. Hopefully you guys thought that was useful. Hopefully you thought it was useful. If you liked it, I'd really appreciate it if you hit the like button, subscribe. See you guys another time, and goodbye.